These are micro adjust belts, handmade right here in the shop by us. Premium leather, solid brass hardware, and the rounded buckle so it doesn't dig into your gut all day. But what is micro adjust? Well, the one problem everyone always has with their belts is one hole's too tight, one's too loose. These little adjustments right here allow you to adjust your belt by 1/2 inch increments so it fits you exactly how you want for the lifetime of the belt. So check them out below. Did you know you can get an Indestructible boot for $79, less than $100? It has a waterproof leather, European steel toe, puncture resistance, fire resistance, upgraded insole, skid proof, wide steel head, handmade craftsmanship. Technically they're $160, but they're on sale for $79. And we're gonna go through every single claim, see if it's true, see if it's false, see if there's any real data to back up any of their claims. And ultimately we're trying to figure out, are these even decent boots for the price regardless of the Indestructible claim? Because they spend thousands and thousands of dollars a month advertising these, putting in paid ads, Google, TikTok, Instagram, to shove these down the throat of the people that depend on affordable boots for their living, to put food on their tables, to take care of their family when these boots fail a week into wear because they're absolute trash. So what is this boot? Well, the brand is Indestructible Shoes. Keep that in mind. The style is Hype Brown 2.0 or Hype Black 2.0, where they make heavy-handed comparisons to Timberlands and Doc Martens. They weigh a fairly light 1 pound 6 ounces. They retail for $160 or permanently marked down to $79. Made in China, and the way they position this product is the all-in-one solution to work shoes that provide a perfect blend of comfort, style, and protection. It's time to take your shoe game to the next level. Now you can finally get more done in less time at work and play. Our new Hype model is perfect for your busy lifestyle. Thanks to our hard work and research and development team, we've created an ultimate all-in-one footwear solution. Each and every step will give you the productive edge you've been dreaming of. These shoes are built with military-grade materials and incredibly tough and extremely lightweight materials. For the first timer, you won't have to sacrifice comfort for protection. And if you do happen to want a pair of these, check them out, these links in my description. So now let's start going through materials, starting with the upper first. So they say on their website, this is waterproof leather, power through any terrain with confidence knowing your feet will stay dry. They say it's leather. Is it actually leather though? Well, we looked at the cross section, it kind of looks like leather, then we burned it, and every single panel of this melted and fizzled and turned into tar, which leather does not do. So not a single piece of leather on this entire boot. So right off the bat, they're wrong. We did the waterproof test. It's also not waterproof. So not leather, not waterproof. It's not gonna power you through any terrain with confidence because it's fake, cheap leather. And to prove that point, we did the puncture test on this and it took 51 pounds of puncture through, hardly protective or indestructible in any way. But what about the inside? Anything indestructible at all? Nope, just a really cheap fabric. They say this is their upgraded insole. Extra padding, heel cup, 3D arch support, and breathable mesh for supreme comfort. Extra heel cup? Come on now, kinda. 3D arch support? There's literally no arch support in this at all. Breathable mesh, it probably is actually breathable, there's holes in it. Supreme comfort, it's just a really cheap open cell foam. I can bottom it out with my finger, and so it's gonna feel like you're not even walking on anything because it's such a cheap foam. But what about the European steel toe? Made from heavy duty steel to fully protect your toes from crushing and falling objects. Well, we did the Project Farm inspired schmeatine test, and most of the time we do this, we rarely find anything that fails, but this failed miserably. Like the first drop, it was completely squished down, so there's no way it's actually certified. Like if I'm looking at their website, I don't see they claim any kind of that ASTM certification. So they say it's steel toe, and it technically is because they're still in the toe, but it's not your safety toe. It's not a safety steel toe. So it's a weird little getting around the verbiage by not claiming it's a safety toe. They're saying it's a steel toe. Sketchy. And far from indestructible, because if you drop anything heavy on your toe, it clearly flattens out. And the problem with fake steel toes, it's almost worse than if you had no steel toe, because with a cheap steel toe, all that weight and pressure basically makes them into a pair of scissors, and it just guillotines off your toes. It will literally cut your toes off. And not that smashing them is that much better, but I would at least like to recover from smashing than completely lopping off my toes because my steel toes are supposed to protect my toes, but just cut them off. And that is a safety issue. Like that's something you should legitimately be concerned with any time you're buying safety toes or steel toes. You gotta make sure it's actually certified. It could end up doing more damage to you than good. People are sketchy. They're very sketchy with it. But one thing that is fairly indestructible that we saw in the Indestructible sneaker is this, they used to call it Kevlar, but I think they got in trouble. I think Kevlar came after him. But they call it a puncture resistant material that's strobo stitched in like a sneaker. And to my surprise, it took 282 pounds to puncture through. That at least is one thing that you could point to say like, okay, well, it might be a little puncture resistant, but this also still suffers from the same problem that you would have with the other indestructible shoes. If you miss that board at all, if it goes on the side, it's still gonna hit your foot. You know, it's kind of puncture resistant, but not all the way. But what about this fire resistant claim where they say perfect shoe protector for welding, iron, and and steel smelting industry and workshop. Well, at the end of the video, we'll really give it the fire resistant test. What about the outsole? You know, they say it's skid proof, increased resistance to sliding or skidding, keep you safe at the slippery workplace. This just feels like a rubber outsole, and I can literally push my finger into the voids. I don't even have to cut it in half to realize, because you can see my thumb going into the void. That's not what you want to see for a skid and abrasion resistant, puncture resistant outsole. That's bad. If it's even rubber, it might just be some really terrible mixed compound of rubber and junk. You might notice there's no mention of a steel shank, which for an indestructible shoe, for a work boot, climbing on ladders, hitting shovels, you want that support so that your foot doesn't do this at the end of the day. So, not even a shank. And then really the last thing they say is handmade craftsmanship, double sewing way, strong and thick. And they're pointing to this stitch right there. And first of all, there's only one stitch line, so double stitch, well, I don't know where they're getting that. And second of all, I highly doubt that's a structural stitch in any way. I'd be shocked if that stitch was structural, or was anything more than just a fake visual stitch. Is it even real thread? At least it's real thread. So now let's cut them in half, see what's on the inside, how it's structured. Is it actually stitched? Is it all these little claims they have? Is there anything on the inside to represent that? Or is it just all junk? This is all of our boot accessories that we've slowly developed over the last 4 years as we've done more and more boot reviews and realized how many things are missing in the market. Because if you're watching this, there's a good chance you have a nice boot, and one of the funnest things to do with it is start to build it out, kit it out, customize it, make it your own as you're breaking it in. And that's what these kilties and boot pocket kits allow you to do. We got them in a bunch of different leathers, a lot of really popular boot leathers. They come in different sizes. You got the fringe, you got the no-shows, you got 6, 8, 10 inch, you got the boot pocket kit with 3 different pockets, different sizes. You sew it on the side of your boot, sew it on your jacket, sew it on anything. And we also just released these laces, but they sell out every time we get a restock. So if they are sold out, get on that limited edition email list. We'll announce when we have a restock of these. Even down to the Jim Green outsole we designed with Jim Green for the barefoot boots. You can buy them on our site. But the most surprising products of the year that really were shockingly successful was the boot breakers. You know, we launched this, it was 2 millimeters of foam and a high abrasion fabric just to help break your boots, because this hard veg tan is such a pain to break in for the first few weeks. Just having 2 millimeters of squish still allows you to break in that insole, still allows you to get the whole heritage feel, but it eases that painful break in until you're ready to pull them out, or you just leave them in for tons of comfort. And we just launched the 4 millimeter foam boot breaker if you want just a little extra squish, twice as thick as the original boot breaker. So now that you've bought probably a few high quality boots, customize them, protect them, make them a little bit more comfortable. That's what all these accessories do. So be sure to check out all these below. They make great gifts, self gifts, and it's a huge way that you can help support the channel. So check them out below. Oof, it was off. All right, we got it cut in half, and if you're not subscribed, consider pushing that little subscribe button. If you are, thank you for your help, because that's how we afford to buy all these brand new products, just to cut in half and show you the truth of some of these like really, really heavily advertised boots and shoes you see in front of your face on social media nonstop. Finally, we get to figure out the truth. So let's see what's inside. So what else is on the inside? Nothing. There's nothing else on the inside. It's literally just the outsole with that puncture resistant board, maybe a little bit of a heel counter, but that's it. That handmade craftsmanship double sew way strong and thick stitch, it's for sure just for show. It doesn't go anywhere. It has no structural value at all. You can see how bad that steel toe performed. That's just one drop too. Even the outsole, like, I called it right out. It's like 2 millimeters of cheap rubber that's not gonna last longer than a few weeks. And it's cheap rubber, so it sloughs off. It's just kind of like, it wears at a faster rate. So really the only thing on the inside of here that's even remotely true to what they say is the puncture resistant material. What do they call it? Military grade material, keep feet safe. That's it. Even the eyelets are cheap. It almost feels like plastic, but I know it's metal. But it bends, it breaks. Is this indestructible boot so cheap that I can literally tear it apart? Let's find out. Oh no. That's not that indestructible. The hand craftsmanship double sew way stayed intact. But that's it. You know, there's a bunch of random glue globbed all over the place. You can literally tear it apart by hand. There's no leather in it whatsoever. If you do drop anything on the steel toe, your toes might be guillotined off. This might be the absolute worst offender of straight up lying that we've ever seen, because 90% of this is lies. And the problem is people don't always know any better. They see these ads, they see these brands promising these things, and they see the price point and they're like, oh, I don't have enough money to buy an expensive pair. This brand seems reliable. They have all these claims, and you spend $80, which is not a small amount of money. It's not like these are $20, they're $80. And for people that need those boots the most, you're out $80, which is not an insignificant amount of money for most workers. So they're not just lying. They're twisting the truth. They're manipulating the market. They're spending thousands and thousands of dollars to not just lie to these people, but put them in serious harm's way when they're buying an indestructible, in quotations, work boot that has all these features, and in all reality, it's gonna do them more harm than good. And so how do they get away with this indestructible term? Because that's the name of the brand. It's the slyest, grossest way to twist the truth and still get away with it, because the brand's called Indestructible shoes. And so these aren't technically indestructible, so they can do this thing where like, well, we didn't say it was indestructible, what's the brand name? We didn't ever claim these were indestructible. We may have claimed it's leather and it's fake leather that's terrible, but like, we didn't say it was indestructible. And that's the move that a lot of these cheap brands that spend thousands and thousands of dollars on advertising instead of making a good product for the end consumer. So indestructible shoes, you're busted. That's a bunch of bull. Maybe the worst offender we've ever seen. And if you have a pair of these, hit them up. Their refund policy says you got a 30-day return policy. Send them the video. Tell them you want your money back, because this is class A bull. And that's why I love doing these videos, because we're hopefully saving people from a lot of wasted money, but more importantly, harm from the products that they are buying to protect them. Now, finally, are they actually fire resistant? Well, we sent Brody out with the flamethrower, and here's the results.